You're not getting what you want because you're simply not asking for what you want. You see, the interesting thing that I've come to realize, and this was recently, is that all the real estate agents that I'm training, either in my training program or that I'm coaching at my brokerage, all have the same issue. And what happens is, they are not getting the amount of appointments that they want. They're not getting the amount of listings that they want. And it really comes down to this key core principle of not asking for the business. And this is something I'm going to talk a lot more about to my students, to my coaching clients, to the agents at my company, and to the people that are watching me here on YouTube. If I really could give you any piece of advice, I would tell you that you've got to master the discipline of asking for what you want to move the sales process moving forward. So, the other interesting part is I'm going through a phenomenal book that I think all of you should go through, and it's called Objections by Jeb Blunt. And Jeb's been a sales leader in the industry for a very, very long time. And he shares a couple things in the book. He says the number one reason why salespeople fail is not asking for the appointment, not asking for the sale. Okay? And so we make the prospects, we think that the prospects are going to do our job for us. We beat around the bush, right? We don't ask for the listing appointment. When we're maybe meeting with a for sale by owner, we don't ask for the opportunity to interview for the job of selling their home. Why? And I wrote down here, somehow we rationalize in our own minds that asking for the business is pushy or rude, and we don't do it. Well, there's two truths to the real reasons why we don't ask for the business, and that's what today's video really is all about. So there's two main fears. And like I said, in Jeb Blunt's book, Objection, he says the number one discipline in sales is asking for the business by being direct, assertive, and with absolute confidence. There's two fears that we all have. And the reason why we don't ask for the business, why we don't ask for the appointment, why we don't ask a seller, why we don't ask a for sale by owner, an expired listing, or a past client for a referral. That's another thing. We don't ask for the referral, so we don't get the referral. And it comes down to two fears. Okay, so when we ask for the business, when we ask for maybe a referral, when we ask for a listing appointment, there's a huge, massive emotional risk that we take. We become very, very vulnerable. Why? Because we put ourselves out there to receive the thing that we fear most. What is it? You know what it is. Come on. It's rejection. So that's the first fear, is why we don't ask for the appointment, why we're not asking our clients for referrals, why we're not asking the for sale by owner to show them what we could do to sell their home. We're not asking because the fear of rejection. And if the prospect says no, then we have to deal with this own internal insecurity of rejection. Nobody likes rejection. Why? Well, I wrote down here, we fear rejection because of our human need to be accepted. And rejection is the biggest demotivator and causes salespeople to procrastinate prospecting. So that's the first reason we don't ask for the business. The second reason is our fear of loss. You see, what happens in real estate is you don't ask for the appointment, you don't ask for the referral, you don't ask for the listing in fear that you're going to lose the prospect forever. You're going to lose the lead. You're going to ruin the opportunity to get business in the future, because if you ask for the business now, or if you ask them to interview now, you might push them away. Well, this is totally our drunk monkey talking, because here's what we know. You follow up with for sale by owners just like I teach you. You follow up with your past clients, and you often hear, because I hear it from you guys and the agents that I train and coach, I lost this listing to another agent. I keep hearing, oh, I listed it with another agent. It's because you're not asking, and you think that asking for the business, pushing them away, it's doing the exact opposite. Not asking for the business is pushing them away, okay? And so the fear of loss is, and we have this fear because we fear that if we ask for the business, we may find out that we don't have a lead in the first place. That they may say no, reject us, and find out, whoops, I actually don't have a lead here. And then that causes us to do the second thing that we hate the most, which is prospect more. So you don't want to prospect more. So therefore, you're scared to ask for the business because you're concerned that you might push the prospect away, right? Well, we need to do the exact opposite. Prospects are looking for strong, confident salespeople that can help accomplish the goal that they're looking for, which is sell their house and successfully move. That is what they're looking for. And the strong, confident agent out there asking for the business to provide a solution is the one that's going to win in a big, big way moving forward. So the thing I'll leave you with today is we have to change our outlook and we have to start to value rejection. Matter of fact, we need to seek rejection on a daily basis. And the agents that seek out rejection constantly and in large quantity are the ones that are going to win, while the other agents that are doing anything they can to avoid rejection are the ones that are always going to constantly struggle to succeed in this business, constantly ride that roller coaster of cash flow, constantly never being able to build a consistent, predictable business that they can count on for their family long term because they're doing everything to avoid rejection. This is another reason why we have shiny object syndrome. I don't want a prospect that requires lots of rejection. So let me do something where I don't actually have to talk to anybody on the phone. How well is that working for you? Exactly. So we have to change, we have to hardwire that the more rejection we seek, the more money we make. And it is that simple. You guys have to have blind faith that it is that simple. The agents out there getting the most rejection are the ones getting the most listings, ultimately making the most money. I'm hoping this gives you some insight into your own fears to help you ultimately get past those fears. Let me know what your thoughts are beneath this video in the comment section, or how I can help you overcome the fear of prospecting or overcome your fear of rejection. And I'll talk to you guys soon in another video. Thank you guys so much for watching.